with a video about how to make fermented vegetables. Everyone keeps asking, and today's the day it's gonna happen. So I've got all my stuff out here, and I like to go to the farmer's market on Sunday morning, and Sunday afternoon I make fermented vegetables, and I do it maybe about once a month, but people are starting to eat them up so much that I'm making them more like twice a month. So here we go. I use this fabulous crock, this thing here. My sis got me. But you can also do your fermented veggies in glass jars. I usually make mine in this crock, and then once they're fermented, I put them in these jars and put them in the fridge. This thing is by a woman, a local Berkeley artist named Sarah Kirsten, and the vegetable jar comes with this little instruction manual. I like to break rules, so I make veggies my own way. So here we go, ingredients: 2 heads of cabbage, a bunch of carrots, and quite a lot of cucumbers. There are 5 here. And then these bad boys are daikon. This is a pretty big one, but I'm gonna do 2 of those. And I love to have a little heat in mine, so I usually do jalapeno peppers, but today I'm doing these little red peppers. Something spicy is always nice. And then a few cloves of garlic. And then I have some leftover onions in the fridge from tacos the other night, so I'm gonna throw those in as well. And here's how we get started. Peel the leaves off the heads. Those are kind of flat and limp, but I'm gonna peel 2 big leaves off of here to save for later to smash my vegetables down in the jar and keep them submerged. So sometimes I forget, in which case no big deal, but anyway, so I'm gonna peel those off. And then what we're gonna do next, I'm just gonna show you quickly I like to hand chop my vegetables. Not everyone does. Some people like to use a Cuisinart, but I like doing everything by hand. When I was a potter, I threw on the manual wheel, and I like to do things by hand. This knife was made by hand by my neighbor, Alan Beals, and you can follow him at Oaktown Forge. So here is the dice. Looks about like this. Can you see that? And I'm gonna get started chopping my cabbage. So it's always fun to get the family involved. I'm gonna have Dane do the carrots. I always peel my carrots first. So we're gonna peel all the carrots and then slice them on the mandolin. Dane, where's the mandolin? Ah, here it is. So it's the mandolin. This thing is super useful in the kitchen. I freaking love this tool, but it will slice a finger off. So you gotta be really careful. I always stop with my carrot right at the nub so you don't get your fingers too close to that blade. So Dane's gonna peel and slice the carrots now. So it so happens that I chose to make fermented vegetables on the day my house is getting painted, so that's what that noise is. Couple things to say. I do my cucumbers in a separate bowl last because they are so watery, they break down easily. So while I am massaging this giant bowl of vegetables, you notice I separated half of it into a glass bowl. Never use metal. There's some reactivity thing about using the metal. And then Himalayan pink salt, which has loads of minerals in addition to the salt, is my salt of preference. And so I generally will just take a giant bowl like this and I just sprinkle it until it covers the whole bowl. Oh boy, here comes the noise. Once or twice, and then I upturn it, and then I'll add another pretty solid dose over the vegetables. So I'm just about done massaging the veggies. I got them to a sort of limp state. There's going to be a little bit of liquid in the bottom of the bowl, but that's not nearly enough liquid for the fermentation. I also managed to do a lot of veggies this time. Maybe my daikon was a little bigger than usual, and my cabbage head. So I'm going to actually do a couple more on the side in these ball jars. And you want to make sure that you pack the vegetables down pretty well. Fermented vegetables are positively one of the best ways of taking care of your gut. And I will tell you that my skin has cleared up. Never really had horrible skin, but my skin feels more moist. And I feel significantly more healthy from eating fermented vegetables. I have them with every single meal. Creation here, we make a saline solution to submerge all the vegetables, and I just do like 1 to 2 tablespoons or so in a big jar this size. I don't measure anything, I just kind of go on my gut. So I'll try to put a recipe together. I will put a recipe together so that you can have some step-by-step instructions. But now I'm going to pour this over all the veggies. Ideally, I would have let this sit so that it would dissolve, but haven't noticed that it really matters all that much. So I'm going to do this for all 3 jars, and then I'm going to take this cabbage leaf and pack it down around the vegetables, because you want to keep all your veggies as submerged as you can. And what's great about this Sarah Kirsten jar is that it comes with weights. These are the weights, and that's done. I'm gonna let it sit for a week, and then we'll have amazing fermented veggies to enjoy and share with friends.